be affected, and life itself hangs in the balance. Someone smiles, and someone cries. Someone has a need, and someone has a need fulfilled. In the world of computer communications, one company has pioneered, one company has persevered, and one company is leading the way. That company is CompuServe. From our beginnings as a time-sharing company in 1969, CompuServe has grown to be the largest general information online service in the nation. Major government agencies, large associations, and nearly half of the Fortune 500 depend upon our business information service every day. CompuServe network services automate information transfer for thousands of remote users throughout the nation. Our network connects dispersed customers, suppliers, and employees to a host computer. And it allows instant authorization for consumer credit, debit, travel, and entertainment cards at the point of service. The electronic mail system transmits messages, forms, reports, even spreadsheets. Businesses and organizations may even establish their own private online information services through CompuServe. The overwhelming majority of Wall Street's top investment firms depend upon CompuServe daily for their information needs. But financial analysis becomes more manageable for everyone with our vast databases of corporate and securities information. Top executives across the country streamline their daily reading time with CompuServe news retrieval, up-to-the-second investment information, and in-depth analysis of current economic and demographic data. Though CompuServe began by offering services primarily for business and executives, the CompuServe name now has wide recognition among individual computer users as well. Adding thousands of new subscribers a week, the CompuServe information service is the largest of its kind in the nation. CompuServe links computers around the world, and when computers connect, people connect. Electronic mail is delivered through CompuServe in a matter of minutes. Multiple users hold simultaneous electronic conferences from San Diego to Denver to Boston with a local phone call. CompuServe forums provide a place to meet online, share information, and discuss hobbies, professions, and common interests. Personal computing forums give computer owners a place to help each other and talk directly with manufacturers. Young students prepare schoolwork, while others chart their future. Young and old alike sharpen their minds with CompuServe games and have fun with rivals across the nation. Smart shoppers find what they want on CompuServe, from gifts and discount buys to convenient services. Across the country, people depend on CompuServe wire reports for the news and weather where they are, where they're going, and where they can't be. Business travelers and vacationers make their own travel arrangements online, eliminating long waits at the airport and making their trips more enjoyable. Professionals get the decision support they can use at home or at work. CompuServe financial products offer unmatched convenience in everything from personal investment analysis to home banking. More than 700 research databases are as accessible to students as they are to businesses. From our headquarters in Columbus, Ohio, CompuServe support reaches far beyond the walls of the home office. Branch offices in major metropolitan areas coast to coast provide unparalleled support for CompuServe customers. The CompuServe network provides local dial-up capability to more than 85% of the U.S. population. Inbound gateways provide international access in more than 40 countries. In both scope of service and depth of product offering, CompuServe is unmatched in the electronic communication and information industry. But we don't stop there. We are continually developing new services. Our specialists are constantly working to devise even better and faster means of information transfer while making sure users receive consistent, high-quality service. And our research and development group is busy anticipating the information demands of the future. CompuServe is growing at an accelerating pace. It's exciting growth, but it's also controlled, because the primary goal of CompuServe is excellence in our products and services, in our work environment, and in our people. At CompuServe, we face the constant challenge of an expanding technological revolution that we helped initiate. But it's our commitment to high standards of innovation and leadership that will continue to make CompuServe the first choice of network nations.
The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. Shit, what's wrong with my hair? We did it again, another 7 days around the sun. Welcome to WCW Kids Live. What the hell was wrong with this thing? I'm Tom, right there. 159th week in a row, I am still Tom. And you are still the Erotic Eric Fontaine Fan Club, aka the chat. If you're not in the chat and you're watching live, what's your problem? Get in there. Best of my knowledge, no creeps. No creeps in the chat, so let's hook up. Yeah, fuck YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube. But I'm on Twitch. I'm live. But hey, I do need YouTube because people pay to watch my shit on YouTube. And these are those people. Thank you to the Weirdo Empire. You're all the best. Shout out to my newest member. He's not here tonight. He's calling a basketball game. About an hour and a half from here, Zach Johnson. He's normally in the chat as the Radio ZT. He works as a radio boy. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear me call him a radio boy. But hey, I'm a content boy, so what is going on with my hair? Anyway, so that's the thing. We got a lot of show. I'm gonna rush through things. Let's see, I'm on Cameo. I put up a YouTube video last week. I'm going to try to produce a new one before the month's over. I don't know what it's about yet, though. Probably figure it out when I sit down to do it. And I'm on Discord. Join the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, get on the Discord. Get on the Discord. That's where I apologize when things go wrong, is on the Discord. Anyway, we got too much show. We got too much show and we started late. We got to get into this. Let's go to 1992. We got 3 episodes of WCW Worldwide to watch. No commercials tonight. You would have seen that, except that the video file of commercials I downloaded before the intro, which if you're watching on YouTube, you don't know what I'm talking about. That file was corrupt, so I had to restart the stream and use a CompuServe infomercial. So, anyway, let's go.
Stream.
All right, as always, let me know how everything is.
Steamboat is well rested, and he's nailing Austin. And Rude, the martial arts flows. The Dragon now in control.
1992, it was okay. I was 4 years old when this aired. Hell yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Alan. I always appreciate your hypes. Thank you, Yankee Hawk, R.I.P. Nancy Sullivan. And yes, I knew it was going to happen when I posted a short about Nancy Sullivan. So many fucking comments in a video about Nancy Sullivan working with Randy Savage and Ric Flair about how Kevin Sullivan killed her. So many. I had somebody say they should investigate Paul Heyman for the murder. I'm like, you should investigate Paul Heyman for a lot of shit. I don't know about the murder of Nancy Sullivan. I don't think.
But our big main event, one of the biggest main events we've had in a long time here on Worldwide Wrestling. As you will see the Stinger, a man who in a couple of weeks.
I think I saw that, Ebenezer.
On the program later on in the hour.
Nancy's family and her loved ones love her so much. Yeah, the Sting in early 92 video that the Vault uploaded has some TV matches that have never been put out in master quality. They're fantastic. Here comes Van Hammer. Not playing that guitar.
Heavy metal's here to stay in WCW. Rockin' in the ring.
And his opponent from Cheyenne, Wyoming, 284 pounds, Mike Thor.
Mike Thor, who is not Medusa, despite what they tried to convince you a few months after this.
February and looking forward to the big event coming up at the end of the month. And certainly those sentiments have to be echoed by many of the top superstars. Heavy Metal Van
Did his
Hammer
guitar fart? Van Hammer rocks, and what are those things? Are those razor blades? Was she going to quote unalive herself? Yes, Brian points it out. Nevermind, the album that killed hair metal, had been out for months. As Van Hammer is like, metal's never gonna die. Yeah.
I talked about the wars with the Dangerous Alliance.
I think that's what it was. He was supposed to like have like smoke or something shoot out his guitar, and it malfunctioned.
And of course, a lot of questions certainly need to be answered.
Mike Thor's gear looks like if there was like an off-brand kids wrestling costume. Like not of anyone in particular, just like a generic wrestling costume. Van Hammer wearing gear that's like if Brutus Beefcake didn't have the balls to show off his thighs.
And an awesome-looking figure, nonetheless, a world championship wrestler. The collar and elbow right to the side headlock.
Kid, you better hit the Jamboree.
Thor's a big guy also.
What happened? How did that go well? Every inch of that looked like it got screwed up, but somehow they landed it.
An arm drag takedown.
Yeah, Mike Thor looks like he's one of those Dollar General figures. Or like they use a picture that is as close to like Stone Cold Steve Austin as possible on the art. Hey, Cecil Nix. Yes. If Van Hammer, if you could have put his body, combined it with like anybody else's wrestling attributes. And yes, Brian said it well. Of the two guys in this ring, who do you think is named Thor? I do not think Van Hammer did porn. His parents owned a dildo store, though.
As he has done throughout most of his career in WCW. Irish whip and a clothesline to take Thor down.
Like, yeah, no. I did a short about it. Van Hammer's parents owned a sex shop that got busted for prostitution. Like prostitutes were soliciting people inside of it. And he went on the news and was like, yeah, I'm a WCW wrestler. And I say, my parents are not guilty. And WCW was thrilled about that. And they lied and said he hadn't worked for the company in 2 years. Yes, the Cactus Jack match was November 91. Or January 91 was the Falls Count Anywhere match. I think the November 91 Clash match was pretty decent. Ew. By the way, Queen is not a hair metal band. Boom, boom. That's not a hair metal song. He wasn't, but he would literally the week that he went on Atlanta News, all over the Atlanta News, and advocated for his parents, he was on WCW Pro. I don't think it was a rib on Tully Blanchard. It's just, it was the one move he could do without killing anybody that looked cool. But he did almost kill people with it a few times.
Hammer in action here on Worldwide. Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Bischoff. My guests on WCW this week, Harley Race and Big Van Vader.
You think Vader ever got scared that his fingers would get stuck that way?
Coming up in the main event, Van Vader is facing Sting. And if you look back at Sting's career in the last couple months...
Anyone remember when Harley Race won the Masters?
I've got to ask you, did you negotiate this match with Sting and Van Vader simply to put Sting out of commission so he can't take part of Super Brawl 2?
Well, let me tell you this, Eric. When you do what you do, you try to...
Listen, the Vader I'm a big fat piece of shit promo is the most relatable promo in wrestling history, if you ask me.
Against Van Vader for one reason only. That is, if Sting is eliminated, where does Luger stay?
Did he just call him the Sting?
Oh yeah, Sting. Are you listening? It's Vader.
Yeah, if Russo knew that Van Hammer's parents owned a dildo store, he would have been in the WWF as the Crown Prince of Dildos.
And the time has come because it is.
Hell yes, Cecil. I thought you were going to say you bought gear at the outlet mall.
Take a look at it, a real good, hard look at it, and you'll realize what you boxed yourself into. When you come for this man, guy, come.
Wait, why are we coming on a box?
Be carried out of the ring.
Oh, Vader's like...
There'll be no Sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, with their new hit single.
Oh God, no.
Freebirds.
So the Freebirds have this disastrous entrance, debuting this song at the Clash of the Champions live. Most companies would have been like, just go back to Bad Straight USA. WCW is like, no. Let's just keep doing it. Let's just watch this lip sync. Why are they still lip syncing? Oh, this is on at 10 a.m. Saturday morning most places. And the good guy wrestlers are like, I'm getting shit-faced. Yes, this is really them singing on the studio version, if you cannot tell by how horrible Jimmy Garvin's voice is. He's just talking. Michael Hayes doesn't even sound good. It sounds like they didn't have headphones on when they recorded the vocals, because they're all like a half beat off. Italian Stallion and Ian Weston. Yes, this absolutely is wrestlers who used to be cool in the 80s. Just January 1st, 1990. We've talked about it before. They lost their edge. Refs is Wizards, thank you for upping that prime sub. 22 months, holy crap.
Same Freebird attitude. And certainly there's no denying the ability of Jimmy Jam Garvin as you take a look at our tremendous crowd on hand. The ability of Jimmy Jam Garvin and Michael PSAs. The Italian Stallion's going to try with a high impact maneuvers to begin things. And he gets Michael moving. Great move and
Sorry, my son is texting me questions about Bandito's mask. I don't know why he's doing it right now.
Jimmy now down on the floor. Garvin just ran right through the Italian Stallion. I tell you, they were at one time the U.S.
God, could you imagine Todd in the Shadows doing a Bad Street USA episode?
Within a year.
Brian. Tony putting over the new attire like they don't look like a 38 special were drag kicks. Like, Michael Hayes saw Rhythm Nation.
We saw moments ago Van Hammer with all that
and was like,
that love the lights,
we gotta do that.
Love to be on top. And they are on top right now. And steadily moving up the ladder in WCW Tag Team rankings.
Dude, please do it, Brian. I know you have that connection. Please ask Todd to do a Fabulous Freebirds episode. Should have him do, I don't know how he would pull it off, because Train Records are normally like bad albums by good bands. But if he would do Slam Jam, I'd just tell him like Leonard Skinner produced an album with a wrestler.
DDT from Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the Fabulous Freebirds.
Hey, Fran. No worries, we got a lot of show. We got too much show, some would say. So much show it's illegal. This song should be illegal. I didn't even notice. The pants are so dumb and the song's so horrible. I didn't notice until then that Jimmy Garvin was wearing suspenders with tights. You should, see. That should be the mystery wrestling. Like, you guys should do like a quote TV pilot, and it just is all the jobbers going over the stars. And Uno getting progressively more and more stressed.
He can't count back.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting Jimmy Garvin to wear suspenders. Then I know Jimmy Garvin wore suspenders. That was his thing. Yeah.
How can they have won it? Two guys pinned one guy.
I've seen movies like that. Yes, this is the British rerun of this show from 2001. Yes. This aired at like 1 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
I think the dragon's been awakened.
The human anatomy cannot sustain this, and now he's got that belt.
Just those two quotes put together. The dragon has been awakened. The human anatomy cannot. Come on, really? You're talking about his wiener.
The First Lady of WCW, Medusa, and the United States Heavyweight Champion, Rabbit.
How fucking good is this song for Rick Rude?
Okay, we've seen the attacks many times on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Every single place Ravishing Rick Rude and I have gone for the past 2 weeks, we're hearing the same thing. We want Steamboat.
He had that voice at like age 12. Could you imagine a little boy running around Madison Square Garden yelling at people like that?
There's only one way to get rid of that curse from around our throats. That's to have you totally eliminated. And here's
I would go Simply Ravishing, this song, Smooth Operator, and then his WWF, the stripper song. The Rick Rude ECW song is insane.
On the back with a great big trophy. Yes, I did.
Like Francine's like having an orgasm, and then some guy imitating Louis Armstrong was like, Rick Rude is here, be sexy, or whatever. It's insane.
Plop down at your kitchen table, have your old lady cook me up a T-bone steak, medium rare, just the way I like it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Same goes for the United States heavyweight title. It belongs to me, Steamboat, and there's nothing...
I love how in both the WWF and WCW, Rick Rude would talk about fucking everyone, while some little guy was standing behind him like, yeah, Rick Rude's gonna fuck you, your wife. Bobby Heenan or Paulie Dangerously. Just a guy rooting him on to fuck everyone's wives.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by former heavyweight champion Harley Race. He's from Nevada.
Oh shit, it's the Super and oh no, it's not Super Invader, it's Vinnie Vegas. I forgot this happened. There was a period they were like, we don't know what to do with this guy. Just put him with Harley Race. He made Vader work. Chris Sullivan. He looks, I've said it before, there's a comedian that Chris Sullivan looks like. He was, if you've seen the Justin Lang video about the Hulk Hogan meat shoes, Bruce Baum, thank you. Bruce Baum, yes. Chris Sullivan looks like just like Bruce Baum. Bruce Baum. Thank you for remembering that, Brian.
And not only is he a very big athlete, but he has Harley Race in his corner, and of course...
what would be the equivalent of Vinnie Vegas becoming WWF champion 2 years after this now? Like, what? I can't even think of it. Like, yes, that's correct. Bruce Baum was a regular on Full House for a bit. Not like a cast member, but like he was a regular, like, Joey comedy scene buddy. No, not Wardlow. Wardlow's taken seriously when he's on TV and AEW. Like,
right to the back of the neck.
yeah,
Directed to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Of course, that big match is something all the fans are looking forward to, but the attacks...
Maybe Kaiser not doing the Americano gimmick and becoming AEW champion?
Has to realize that when he signs to go up against a guy like Ravishing Rick Rude, that he must watch his back.
Actually, Mason Madden from MXM.
You have the situation
going back to WWE, becoming someone's bodyguard, and then winning the belt. I think that's it. Oh my gosh! Rainmaker! Nick Camarado? Maybe. Shout out to my social media friend, follower, Nick Camarado. He's a fan of the channel, I've learned. Hello, Nick Camarado. May your employer let you go to Japan and become the biggest gaijin New Japan's ever seen.
He rolled the dice, he put him face first, and he puts him right out, does Vinnie Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Vinnie
Is Nick Patrick's, is his wrists taped? Are his wrists taped? I should use English correctly if I'm talking in front of people.
And here it is again.
Yeah, Trick Williams was in Vinny's position when Nash was first Diesel. But it would be like if Trick Williams started in AEW as like Doink the Clown and then jumped to NXT. There we go, Wrestling News Network. Again, by this point, he's not talking about the WWF anymore.
Our lead story concerns the increasing attacks by the Dangerous Alliance. As you know, they have attacked Barry Windham, Sting, and Marcus Alexander Bagwell in the past. But now, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has been attacked.
Oh, shit.
The attack at the Clash of Champions on January 21st had been well documented. And then, last week, another attack.
Gordon almost looks alive here.
The winners of his first Paulie Awards. Here's what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most prestigious awards in the history of mankind.
Can you imagine how much Paulie sold those for after the show in the parking lot? Our lead story involves a bottle of Galliano that has gone missing from the trunk of my car. If anyone has seen it, return it to me full.
The very first quarterly Paulie Award.
trophy. That thing looks
Well, I understand
heavy.
now that Steamboat is taking measures to prevent attacks like this again. Those measures will come to light a little bit later on in this program. Now, don't forget, Super
Aren't we
Brawl
supposed to be
2 comes
doing
your
the
way
news?
only
Just
on
tell us now.
pay-per-view on Saturday, February 29th. The main event, the biggest match in WCW history, is Lex Luger defending
Hello,
the world
Goodwin
title against
Ministries,
Sting. Plus, Rick Rude and Ricky Steamboat
who
battle for
followed
the
right
US
after I
title.
talked about cranking it on
Susan
Reddit.
Liger
Hello.
defends the light heavyweight
Thank you
title
for the
against
follow.
Ryan Bryan. And we have four
I missed
new matches
WCW
to
too,
announce this
Goodwin
week.
Ministries.
Beautiful Bobby and
Hopefully
Arn
I'm not too
Anderson
much
will
for you.
defend the World Tag Team belts against the Steiners. And in a special challenge match, it will take place as Barry Windham and Dustin Rhodes battle the Cruncher Larry Zbyszko and Stunning Steve Austin. The Z-Man faces Richard Morton, and Cactus Jack goes up against the All-American Ron Simmons. It's going to be, without a doubt, the biggest pay-per-view in the history of WCW. Make
Liar.
sure to call your local cable
I mean, it's a
system
good pay-per-view.
and order Super Brawl 2 exclusively
Yeah, it's
on
supposed to look
pay-per-view.
like the CNN font.
Saturday, February
Yeah.
29th at 7
Hell
p.m.
yeah, thank you so much, Goodwin
I'm Gordon
Ministries.
Soley, and that's WNN for this week.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I think Gordon, like, actually showed up sober to that
Wrestling
shit.
fans, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the First Lady of WCW.
Whose music is
Medusa.
this?
He represents the Dangerous
Oh, it's,
Alliance
Larry
from
Zbyszko.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 244 pounds.
They gave him the music that he thinks of when he is pondering what he should do to Democrats.
The Cruncher, Larry Zbyszko, along with Medusa. And back we go to Gary Cappetta.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. From
Hey, this
Charlotte, North
music
Carolina,
doesn't sound racist
weighing
enough. Let's put a gong at the
241
beginning.
pounds, Ricky the Dragon.
No, Larry from the neck up looks like his age. Larry from the neck down is too... He's like too hairy, but also too hairless. Like he's oiled, and he's hairy, really hairy in spots, and really not hairy in other spots. And it's weird.
And we know that Steamboat, well schooled in the martial arts.
Ricky's got a ninja with him.
With a little bell.
With his Judy chops.
At the corner, who is
I mean,
just
yeah, I'm
standing
assuming the
firmly
ninja is
in
like Mike
the
Thor
concern.
or Joey Maggs
Zbyszko and Medusa.
or some other short person.
An argument ensues as expected.
Ninja's Fidel Sierra.
This man.
Yeah, ninja, whoop whoop.
As you take a look,
Juggalo.
completely cloaked in black.
Could you imagine going to Chuck E. Cheese with Larry Zbyszko?
The black belt. I tell you what that is.
And he'd be interrogating the animatronics about kidnapping children.
Schooled in the martial arts know that that is a ninja outfit.
Ninja versus prom chaperone.
And Steamboat, I'm not so sure, but Zbyszko right now is certainly wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, like, what if the ninja is like a sex offender? We don't know who the ninja is. What if it's Jeffrey Dahmer under the mask?
We're just about set to go. So many matches coming up in the
That could be Ronald Reagan.
pitting an 8-man tag
Well,
or
Zbyszko would
6-man
love
tag
that,
or
actually.
cage match where the battle lines have really been drawn when you talk about Steamboat, Sting, and the friends they've gathered like Wyndham or Rod Simmons.
Yeah, he could be naked
Dustin
under that
Rhodes or
costume.
Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and of course on the other side, guys like Zbyszko.
Like, I don't think there's a human being that has ever lived who says "shut up" better than Larry Zbyszko. Shut up! It's Giant Bubba. You talk like this. It's Evan Courageous. Well, if it was Evan Courageous, he would have had his shirt off by now. By the steamer, don't call him that. Don't, Tony. You cannot call him that. He just called him a log of shit. Double Watusi kick. This is an insane segment. It's Bonnie. Of course, it's his wife. Yeah.
Van Vader, you know, has to
Yeah, Steamer's big in
in
Cleveland.
this match for a purpose, signing the match against Sting. So close to Sting's big encounter with Lex Luger.
Sounds like a really good kids movie, Sting's Big Encounter. With his friend the Steamer.
More dangerous for the Stinger. So for the Stinger, it's going to be survival.
I remember that, Ebenezer. Lacey Von Erich is a... I wish somebody would have, like High Spots would have given her like an interview show at convention. She just walks around and fucks with people. Like that time she tried to interview Ted DiBiase and didn't know who he was. It was amazing. I know you're in the WWF because you got the shirt on.
Right to the chest. And now down on the floor. The cruncher.
I can't either.
Meanwhile, Steamboat's man in his corner.
I could be so many people.
Stoic as ever, just standing right there. Not moving, and I noticed during the match.
You obnoxious fat slob! Keep your mouth shut!
He's one of those guys like Barry Darcy, who can make the phrase slob into like a 4-syllable word, and it's great.
Ringside with Steamboat turns and looks towards the dressing room area the entire time. He is not watching the match. He is literally watching Steamboat's back.
I fucking love Lacey Von Erich. That's a great story, fan.
Symbol right on the back. So when I talk about the attacks by the Dangerous Alliance and how Steamboat needs to watch out. He certainly
Larry Zbyszko threw a TNA kick.
Help him out. And really, when you talk about the things that have gone on,
Seriously, Larry Zbyszko should be the guy that all the young wrestlers learn from.
Zbyszko, he's got some big right hands.
Just go out there and walk around for a while.
Oh, Steamboat hit hard. Champs first.
Realize how, with all those like crowd work, stand-up comedian, like TikToks and stuff these days, Larry Zbyszko would be like a really big deal. Just have a guy follow him around with an iPhone while he's walking around ringside, fucking with people. That's what Ricky Steamboat looked like when he was selling.
Chop. Reversal. Nobody home. Steamboat rolls him up.
You see, so you're an innovator.
Here's your winner, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yay, Ricky Steamboat won a 4-minute match. Please do Karate Ninja.
And we've seen so many times.
I want to see this ninja do karate. Yeah, Larry Zbyszko wrestled for 20 glorious years. He's Jim Cotta.
Back with you here on Worldwide. There is no question, and we saw the comments earlier on in the hour from Ravishing Rick Rude, Paulie Dangerously, and Medusa that confidence reigns high in the camp of the Dangerous Alliance. But as we just saw moments ago,
Bobby
the
Eaton.
Dragon Steamboat, you know, we
Bobby
so
Eaton had
about
everything in his
Steamboat
bag.
and other friends of his,
Napkins,
like Sting, like Dustin
utensils,
Rhodes, Ron
ninja
Simmons,
costume.
Barry Windham, and Marcus Alexander Bagwell needing to watch backs. There's no question that Steamboat has a man in the ring able to watch.
Why couldn't
the back.
Steamboat have
And of
just
course,
asked another
that man
wrestler?
seems to be a ninja. We hope to be talking to Ricky in the weeks to come to find out exactly who this.
They should have done a vignette
Some
where
great
like Doug
announcement from
Dillinger was
Wrestling News
pissed
Network
Ricky
early
Steamboat
on
didn't
that
ask him
the
to
Steiners will be going
do
after Arn Anderson
security.
and Beautiful Bobby for the World Tag Team title. And what about the grudge match with Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham against stunning Steve Austin and the Cruncher Larry Zbyszko as all part of Super Brawl? But fans,
Giovanni has always had great hair, man. Always had great. He's always had a lot of hair. I don't want to say he had great hair. He had great amounts of it. Sitting in the locker room and being like, "Oh, that's who I gotta go with after Luger leaves." That was awesome. Yeah, I'm with you, Rev Ray.
Hayes have known each other for almost a decade, and during that time, the Freebirds have captured the WCW U.S. Tag titles, the World Six-Man Tag titles, and the WCW World Tag Team titles. But Jimmy Jam Garvin, this is a whole
How
new look for the
did
Freebirds.
Michael Hayes ever get laid? He's such a nerd. I say this as someone streaming old wrestling on Twitch.
We don't know who's seen him. Arn Anderson
Anderson and Bobby Eaton are walking around too bogus pretend to be world
Hey,
tag team
Captain
champions.
Osmotic. Yeah,
So the
Big Boss Man
Freebirds
was a
are
really
here to
good
tell you
super
right now
heavyweight,
that You're
too.
a bunch of phonies. That's right. You're a bunch of phonies. The fact is this. If you think you're
Dude, if Jimmy Garvin called you a phony, you're a fucking phony.
They're a bunch of phonies. Nobody's going to come out here and shut us up until we're finished speaking. And we're speaking.
Thank you, Peter. Much appreciated.
And that's the World Tag Team.
Oh, I guarantee you. I guarantee you Jimmy Garvin has had sex multiple times with his partner under the belief he was Ron Jeremy.
Too much wrong going on for too doggone long. Don't worry about where we're coming from. Worry about where we're going to and who the hell we're going to
That bow tie with that outfit is an insane look.
I can't say why we do what we do, but we're Freebirds.
There's no question we just witnessed a matchup with Sting and Big Van Vader that will leave you absolutely breathless. And what a matchup it was. The
Editor's like, your song fucking
sucks.
sucks.
To prevent Sting from getting the Super Brawl 2. But as the weeks count down, only 3 weeks now from Super Brawl, Sting is ready to go after Lex Luger in the WCW World Heavyweight title. We will have more information on Super Brawl next week.
Yeah, Bam Bam.
Tag team action for the first time in a long time. I've talked to him before.
That Memphis run right when he started,
it's
like,
oh, see Larry the Cruncher Zbyszko against Todd.
It's like, oh, he's a good monster and he can do cartwheels and shit. Oh, he's gonna be incredible. Also, he was working with Lawler though. You know. Well, we got the idea, right, folks? Those are the Freebirds. I think I do. Earthquake was a great super heavyweight. I did a Why Earthquake Rules. Why John Tinto Rules. I'm a big Earthquake guy.
Right here ringside with Worldwide Wrestling.
Bye, Tony. All right, we're gonna go to the second episode again. We got 3 of them tonight. I can't explain what we do.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Schiavone. Welcome to Worldwide Wrestling. As always,
Tony somehow looks even younger. Is he not wearing like screen makeup?
To prevent Sting from getting to Super Brawl, which, as you know, is now only 2 weeks away. He did not succeed, but you can better believe we have not heard the last of Big Van Vader in World Championship Wrestling. Fans, this week, Sting will be with us in singles competition, as well as the World Tag Team Champions. Beautiful Bobby and Arn Anderson. A situation has developed between Marcus Alexander Bagwell and the tailor-made man.
Yeah, like it looks like they put the light like right here on him. Oh my gosh, it fell on me. Oh god. My camera fell. Fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Venice Beach,
Hey, it's Sting again.
weighing 251 pounds. This is...
I'm never doing bits again. Never in my life will I do a bit.
His opponent from Tampa, Florida, 241 pounds,
Rick
Rick Tames.
Tames! Rick Tames, bitch. Look how young he looks. The current commissioner of WWN. Holy shit, that's great. By the way, Sting had not won the world title yet. It's just that Lex Luger, they ran out of dates for him.
Of all time, for me, I can't wait. Luger, it's the world title. It's you, it's me, it's your business-like attitude, and it's my emotional attitude that's gonna put you away.
You know, you take a look at Sting and you think about the way he has prepared for this world title matchup against Luger as compared to the preparation by Lex Luger. Certainly Sting is well prepared, but here's a guy who has some commitments before Super Brawl. I mean, there is this tremendous battle which has been going on with members of the Dangerous Alliance.
Yes, one half of the Southern Posse, Rick Tames.
Surrounding him, such as Dusty Rhodes, the Dragon Ricky Steamboat, Ron Simmons, Marcus Alexander Bagwell, and the Snyders. Anything can happen in the World Championship Wrestling. We saw last week Big Van Vader and his effort to deny Sting that title shot by taking the Stinger out.
Yeah, Sting, if you're going to have like a superhero type bleach blonde muscular wrestler, Sting's the guy.
So Sting, even though he's on the verge,
Yes, Cecil. The Ultimate Warrior is by far the most successful Marty Jannetty of a team ever. Yeah, shout out Slutty Trout, one of the first bits in WCW Deep Cuts Alive history. Yes, the ideal heel is Hollywood John Tatum, one of the all-time most hateable human beings. I think you gotta say lines like that when there's a microphone in front of you. Don't use the witty lines when the camera's like a football field away. This was Rick Thames' third ever match. Poor Rick.
When we come back, the World Tag Team Champions, but right now, WCW this week.
Sting at the top of his game going into Super Brawl 2. Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Bischoff.
Larry Zbyszko not as oiled this week.
A member of the Dangerous Alliance, Larry the Cruncher Zbyszko, who later on in the hour will be facing formerly one half of the U.S. Tag Champions, Todd Champion. And Cruncher going in at nearly 300 pounds. You can't take Todd Champion too lightly.
Let me tell you something.
Wasn't near 300 pounds.
This kid is a victim. Champion, you are being
Champion! Todd Champion. I fucking love that.
Is just another example that the DA means exactly what we say.
Oh, the Dangerous Alliance. I thought he meant the DA. He was one half of the U.S. Tag Team Champions.
Storm fighter. He thinks he's still a hero, revered by the people of America. But jerk, nobody cares.
Jerk.
They don't have any jobs. They're all starving. You think they care about you? You're going to find out how much they care about you as the Cruncher.
God, this promo would be so true in 2026.
To the other. Son, I've forgotten more wrestling moves than you're ever going to know.
Son.
In the desert eating some kind of a sand bug. Because you, punk, are in the ring with the heaviest member of the
Bischoff's
DA,
trying not to laugh.
Thug of an extremely dangerous alliance. Jerk.
Jerk.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He became the Cruncher because Halloween Havoc 91, he slammed Barry Windham's arm in a car door, and he crunched the bone.
Executive Officer of the Dangerous Alliance. They are the World Tag Team.
Paul Heyman's haircut here is kind of wild. Because it's like, it looks like it's going to be long, and then it just stops. Arn Anderson kind of has my, like, bedhead like me.
His tag team partner from Minnesota, 240.
I love how Arn Anderson's from Minnesota, like how, like, all Japanese wrestlers for years were just from Japan. He's from the entire state.
Total combined weight, 464 pounds. Baltimore, Maryland, Jumpin' Joey.
Oh yeah, my guy, Jumpin' Joey Maggs.
From Montgomery, Alabama.
Hey, these are WCW Light Heavyweight Tournament participants teaming up. Johnny Rich and Jumpin' Joey Maggs, my guy.
And we can only anticipate the matchup against the Steiners. The World Tag Team title at Super Brawl. Many people feel that the Steiners.
This could be fun. Four great wrestlers.
The matchup against Arn Anderson and Beauty, the actual favorites, even though they are not the World Tag Team Champions. And I really
Sorry.
dispute that claim because I think Bobby and Arn
Bryant's lovely wife Marla said that every time she sees Paul Heyman, she says that he looks like if John Taffer was an anti-Semitic cartoon. Oh my gosh. That is dead on.
over the World Tag Team belts. The Dangerous Alliance has had so much success in recent
years. Is Arn Anderson from Lake Minnetonka?
The World TV title, the U.S. Heavyweight title, and the World Tag title all in its camp. And there is no question that the arrogance that you see is certainly helps the success in the ring of the Dangerous Alliance. Once again, some great teamwork displayed here by Bobby and Arn. The Dangerous Alliance, as a group, as an individual unit, has certainly been the most successful in recent years in World Championship Wrestling. And many of the athletes have paid the price. We talked about Sting early on, teaming with guys like Simmons, Barry Windham, Dustin Rhodes, the Dragon Ricky.
Arn Anderson either just turned 18 or 45 right before this match, yes.
Holy said, as Rich sends him to the near side ropes.
Johnny Rich kind of has that Arn Anderson thing going on, but like a little more rockabilly. Arn was born with a mortgage and a kidney stone. When Arn Anderson was born, the doctor's like, son, why is your prostate this big? Oh, Arn Anderson's the Midnight Express. I think Bobby's best partner was Arn. It's either Arn or Regal. I think if the Blue Bloods had better opponents, I think Regal and Bobby would be held in much higher regard. Oh my gosh, I literally thought Joey Mags was going to do a wheelbarrow. Have we watched which E special? There's a few of them. Black Mega Man. We watched a couple of them.
It is going to be the veterans on both teams. Of course, Arn Anderson and beautiful Bobby. Veterans of many tag team wars against the brother combination. And if you're wondering about the injury to Scott Steiner,
Hey, Suzanne. Hello.
As a matter of fact, Scotty is looking better.
One of the all-time greats, Adam Suzanne. The one that had all... Oh, the 94 one. Yes, we have watched that on an Oops No Wrestling stream. Yo, Queen Stephanie. Oh, Suzanne was gifting subs, baby. 5 subs. Thank you, Adam. Much appreciated. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, Blue Bloods didn't have much longevity, but the longevity... But the run they had... Again, if they would have had better opponents, they would have been highly regarded, I think. I appreciate that, Adam. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I don't hold Ice Wars against you. It was their fault.
All members have jumped in with a basic 5 or 6 on 1. And you throw in Medusa, that's a 7 on 1.
Big knee drop. I'm surprised that wasn't an actual thing. That's actually kind of a shitty spine buster. Oh, Gourd Buster coming. Oh, okay, that one made up for it. Holy shit. And those two were buddies. Yeah, like Joey Max is good. I don't know how he fucked up a spine buster. You can tell Arn's like pissed about it too.
Part of the Dangerous Alliance as they continue their attack on World Championship Wrestling. They are focused square ahead on the match in hand, the Steiners for the World Tag Team title. Certainly the success of Harley Race.
Why does this look so dumb? I love it.
Super Brawl 2 weeks away, but your success apparently is continuing with this big guy, Vinnie Vegas.
That's right, Tony. When you take Lex Luger, you take him for example.
When you take Lex Luger and you realize he won't be in the company in 2 weeks.
And he's only getting better day by day. And I'll guarantee you.
We had to find somebody to put you with.
Sting, you are coming in for a beating, and a beating you're going to receive. Now let's get to this man.
Yeah, no, Vinnie Vegas looks...
That is
he looks like a child's rendition of the mom.
300 plus pounds, and he knows exactly
what does he do?
Well, he knows exactly what to do. You know, we've seen.
Is he going to say something racist like he did this week?
Big Josh, and you mentioned the fact about the guys or the men back.
Will Kevin Nash say something awful?
Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone, listen.
You gotta be a paisan, right?
A paisan.
So it's real simple.
God, imagine an alternate universe where Diesel didn't work and Kevin Nash went to ECW to join the full-blooded Italians as Vinnie Vegas. Paisan! Paisan!
What about the attack on Big Josh when you singled him out, though?
My people said I had to make an example of somebody. Josh was the one they wanted it to be on. Hey, it's just business, nothing personal, Josh. Except maybe with the clothes he wears. Not exactly the most stylish wrestler that we got in the WCW.
I tell you what, Vinnie Vegas, we're going to be hearing a lot more out of him in the weeks to come. Even
Vinnie Vegas should have been more urban, like a Super Mario.
Don't think I won't deal from the bottom of the deck against you.
So I think that's the problem, is he's trying not to do dice, but by like avoiding doing any ice. What the fuck is he doing? Doing eyebrows. Yeah, I don't think Nash is a great accent guy. There's a reason why, like, he doesn't do many accents when he acts.
From Austin, Texas, he weighs 261 pounds.
Right before we went live, I saw the apology, where he's like, "I'm the only person in wrestling looking after black wrestlers." I'm like, fucking dude. Yeah, Jim Herd had been gone for a few months at this point. Like, that's a common wrestler thing, though, is to do something awful and then apologize and make it worse. Pat Rose oh hey, it's Slutty Trout. But I'm definitely weird to see Rick Tames and Sonny Trout in two separate matches. Yeah, fuck taxes. I said it the other night. First time ever I owe the government money this year. Fuck taxes. That's a sweet fucking arm drag. Someone put a bear rug in a singlet because they were low on bodies. That's just Sonny Trout, man. That's what he does. Shows up, he's sexy, he's hairy. I also wish, Rev Ray, that Pat Rose and Slutty Trout had a longer run. Ugh.
From becoming a World Tag Team Champion. Of course, you know the story. Ricky Steamboat went on with Dustin Rhodes in the month of November to become World Tag Team Champions. But it's something Barry Windham lives with, he tells me, each and every day.
Barry and Dustin were a team. They were a great team, but I also feel like they should have had a better run. Like, if they would have had actual heel teams to really work with, and not just amalgamations of a stable.
And here's going to be a tremendous physical encounter. There is no question. Super Brawl now 2 weeks away.
Kicked him in the balls. Oh shit.
Foot to Sonny Trout right along the shoulder area. Head first. A tag is made. And Wyndham comes in. You know, tremendous.
Yeah, Dustin was very good at wrestling, very young. And anyone who says otherwise is a fool and a liar. Well, that's the great thing about this era, Cecil, is you could have like any three of the top baby faces against any three of the top heels on TV every week, and they're always great matches. Like, it was almost hard to look up bad main event at this time.
They will be coming after Barry Windham, making sure he is not 100% for Super Brawl. Some great wrestling action here in the month of February all around the world.
And to think in 2025 that man was going to get stabbed by a screwdriver on national television. Daughter car.
Pair of elbows. Make it 3. And he goes after Trout one more time. Two big Texans. With a tremendous amount of...
Yeah, Dustin flipped that switch pretty young. Like you watch the Florida stuff, you watch the Memphis stuff. He's okay. It's like a few months in WCW, it's like, holy shit, he's now great. That's right, Uno did get to wrestle Dustin. I love that he got to wrestle Dustin. I love that Dustin got to wrestle Danielson.
On TV. Barry Windham not worried about that at all. He is looking for the Dangerous Alliance. But before Super Brawl,
what a fun spot that is.
Great teamwork. You can better believe the Dangerous Alliance.
And those dudes are like 6'6", doing the crisscross shit.
Welcome to the Wrestling News Network. I'm Gordon Soley.
Hi, Gordon.
Last week, we discussed the attacks on Ricky
Bullshit. You taped like 7 of these in a row.
And the measures that he would be taking to prevent this. With that in mind, let's take you back to Worldwide Wrestling last week, a match in which Steamboat faced Larry Zbyszko.
God, I'm Gordon Soley, and I'm sitting in a wedding pool full of rice pudding. Yeah, it is wild. It is throwing me off how sober Gordon Soley is here. Also, I didn't notice it before. That was a fast count.
He's going to get him, but
We need fucking ninjas back in wrestling.
poised and ready to strike. And we've seen so many.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's irritating reading like old observers with like Meltzer pretending that Dustin Rhodes is bad. Like acting scared that Dusty's gonna push his kid. I'm like, dude, Dusty's kid is like the 3rd best guy in the company.
Also has some other good news. WCW has announced that Paulie Dangerously has been barred from ringside for the U.S. title.
Aren't you
match at
WCW?
Super Brawl between Steamboat and champion Rick Rude. In addition, Marcus Alexander Bagwell.
Look at these sweet graphics. They just typed words. I'm so mad that match didn't happen. Like 7 guys and then fine Mike Graham. You can be in this match too.
And Diamond Dallas Page. Much has been said.
I'm so sad that match didn't happen.
Super Brawl, the WCW World Title matchup between.
That's the who's who of who's left.
This week we have a comment from the Stinger as he prepares for the biggest match of his career.
Ooh, over the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about the emotional part of this whole thing. The emotion is going to stick right here, right in the heart.
Right between those pecs.
Inside my body. Yours, on the other hand,
Mike Graham was feuding with nobody. It's just that he had a pair of trunks and boots.
Everyone stopping me on the streets. Forget about the World Series, the Super Bowl. This is something real big because it's personal between you and Luger. And all I
Like, now that we know that that company that does like all the school pictures was in with Jeffrey Epstein, do you think that like he had a bunch of like stills of wrestlers standing in front of that backdrop
on Saturday, February 29th at 7 p.m.
saved on his computer?
Call your local cable system and order this once-in-a-lifetime.
Yeah, I forget the name, but like the big national school picture company was like in business with Jeffrey Epstein. Like I think he owned part of it. Life Touch, thank you. Yeah, do you think like Life Touch provided Jeffrey Epstein with a bunch of stills of like Vinnie Vegas? I think there was, yes. Yes, he's animal.
which have been interrupted by the tailor-made man. Let's go back and show you 2 cases.
Jim, I tell you, I can't tell you how excited I am to be in the WCW. It's a dream come true, Jim.
Well, I said it on Off the Grid the other night. I've been watching. DDP's been uploading this reality show he tried to get picked up about people getting their lives back in order in his house. And it's like 6 people. And it's like 4 of them, like 5 of them are trying to lose weight, and then Buff Bagwell's just trying to get sober. Yeah, change or die. And Bagwell's like the heel in the house. He is so fucking good at being a reality show heel.
It's really great, Jim. It's a great feeling to know you come into a professional wrestling.
I am a DDP yoga guy, could win. I have been preaching about it a lot the last 4 or 5 weeks.
You've certainly been doing that great effort displayed.
Yes, Buff was on the Gigolo show. Hey, Weed Fudge, thank you for upping that sub. 6 months. Hell yeah, look at us. Thank you so much.
This is my interview time.
You're exactly right. This is his interview time.
Ross, hold the microphone. That's your job. Let me tell you.
So I love that Terry Taylor is supposed to be like tailor-made from head to toe, like nice suits, and he's dressed the exact same as Jim Ross.
Mr. Ross,
Yeah, Terry, dude, what are you doing? Yeah, they had to switch. They had to bring the other Romingham over because Terry would not look into the camera.
Wrestling fans, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 200
Yeah.
pounds.
Look at those empty seats.
Alexander Bagwell. His opponent from Chattanooga.
Nick Patrick just picked his ear in the background. Greg Sawyer.
The footage in the interviews conducted by Jim Ross that Terrence Taylor was certainly a very rude individual, the tailor-made man as he calls himself. But on the other hand,
But Greg Sawyer, between the quality of the footage, his lack of tan, and the color of those trunks, he looks naked. He looks like he is wrestling nude.
he is certainly involved in many of the matchups involving the Dangerous Alliance in arenas around the country. And as the tailor-made man is interrupted on more than one occasion, there's no question.
Nick Patrick, nothing about Nick Patrick deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame. That's something you'll find here very quick, Goodwin. We are a very anti-Nick Patrick group. Look how shitty his outfit is. That is a Target-ass blazer. That's something I would wear. Like, yeah, those look like fucking underwear. Like, I was expecting to look up and see a skid mark. Also, it looks like Terry Taylor's watching a custom. No, that's the wrong referee. That's you're thinking of Pee Wee Anderson, Goodwin. No, it's because he's bad at his job. And Nick Patrick, if you watch, he holds onto the rope all the fucking time. He does not let go of it. Marcus Bagwell had not yet earned Rookie of the Year honors. He'd do that in 92, 93, 94, and 95. Oh, two.
Sawyer barely got out of that one. Cover again, hook the far leg. We got a 2 and only
Terry Taylor paid extra. He wanted to see Bagwell against a jobber in DVDs. That was in his requests.
towards the dressing room area.
If I ever paid for a custom, I would send them like a match recap of like one of the Rey Mysterio Sikosis matches. You know, do that.
And in that short period of time, Marcus Bagwell has really developed into a great all-around athlete.
A lot of head scissors. Hey, we watched a head scissors match back in October. State Patrol against Tim Horner and Captain Mike.
Members of the Dangerous Alliance and Rick Rude and Steamboat, and even Bagwell and Simmons, and it goes on and on. But so much has to be attributed to the mental ability, being able to plan your strategy out, to execute that strategy, and to continue to execute the strategy through adverse conditions. And Taylor certainly represents an adverse condition to Marcus Alexander Bagwell, as was just displayed in those clips, interviews, consecutive interviews.
He bit his lip. He is literally turned on. He's aroused by a jumping lariat. Doggone it, Greg Sawyer will not lay down. He's so tough.
Side headlock, and a youngster like Bagwell, you may think may be getting frustrated. He's hitting with everything. But Bagwell, apparently, by the look on his face, is still right into this with his game plan. I know you're just like you're sitting there at home thinking, well, certainly Taylor's going to get involved, but I'm not so sure. Taylor has remained very still.
Hey, Nick Patrick, why don't you walk in front of the camera and make sure everybody knows you're the tallest guy in the ring?
Blow on the back of the neck. Irish whip.
No.
And now Bagwell, he's stunned.
Oh no. Ooh. Oh hey, he actually bridged. He actually bridged this time. Good on him. Good on him.
I don't know what is. Marcus, I need a minute of your time. All I'm asking is for 1 minute.
1 minute. Someone just threw something at Terry Taylor.
I see a lot of a young Terrence Taylor in you. 10 years ago, I was just like you. I don't want you to make the mistake.
10 years ago, I really wanted to get calf implants.
Of a lifetime to wear the best clothes, to have more money, to have everything you ever wanted in professional wrestling.
Why are you licking your lips?
Say, come down here and talk to me man to man.
That kid just called him a bastard. I wasn't that bastard.
Very calm, tailor-made man, and here comes Bagwell.
Very good. I see potential in you. I see that you could be just like me. I'm offering you position.
Just like you.
To be my protege. And the reason is, 2 weeks ago and last week,
I like Charles Robinson.
to a man with my reputation, and you did. So I'm just to see if you'll listen to me.
Like, he's a little distracting, but not like Nick Patrick.
The reason I walked off those 2 interviews is I respect Terrence Taylor. But when I got to the back, the director told me it was my interview time. I won't be walking off.
Hell yeah. I love having to introduce... I had made you have to explain what customs were. Hey, Jonathan. Coming in with us from the Magic Kingdom. Hello. You guys should do a customs match in Mystery Wrestling.
I do need these people. I don't need
Like,
you.
make it real
And I
uncomfortable.
don't need to be tailor-made.
Don't make a career mistake.
Like Sasquatch versus Power Ranger in a customs match. A live customs match. Yes. Please. Maybe make it one of those weird ones like Chase and Rance does where you like get chloroformed and shit. You guys would make so much money on Twitch doing a live customs match. Like, Mystery Wrestling could become the most profitable indie in North America, the continent. Hey, wait. I think DDT did a match like that, yeah.
All right, fans, welcome back here to Worldwide Wrestling. As you can see, the fans are fired up, and we all are, because of Super Brawl. Coming up exclusively on pay-per-view, and it's coming your way in a mere 2 weeks.
And those kids screaming in Marcus Bagwell's face, totally comforting him. You know who cares about a Terry Taylor-Marcus Bagwell feud? Terry Taylor. I thought that kid was throwing up Black Power in the background. I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, this is Dusty.
We have our big main event right here on Worldwide. The Quencher Larry Zbyszko will go one-on-one against Todd Champion.
I am excited to see them, Cecil. I've watched back some the Mystery Wrestling stuff that's been uploaded. By the way, if you've not seen it already, if you've never seen Mystery Wrestling, the first 10 shows are on the Mystery Wrestling YouTube for free. I've been rewatching some stuff, and there's some... I'm not just saying this because Cecil's here. He's a genius in ways that we'll appreciate years from now.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 244 pounds, Larry the Cruncher Zbyszko.
Larry the Cruncher Zbyszko.
It's main event time here on Worldwide, and the Cruncher and Quality are in, and this should be a very interesting matchup between 2 exceptional athletes.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from the WCW Special Forces, the Patriot, Todd Champion.
It's Todd Champion and the Cruncher Larry Zbyszko.
I do not think Terry Taylor had the balls to suggest himself as the third man in the NWO. No. Look at that hair on Todd Champion. That is 1991. That's 1990. That's 1987 on his head. Yes, they did. Originally, the WCW Special Forces was supposed to be Todd Champion, Firebreaker Chip, Mailman Pez Whatley, and Bill Kazmaier, the police officer.
by brick. The latest edition of WCW magazine. And I'm sure that the motive is here in this match, as it is in many of the arenas around the country. And that is for the Dangerous Alliance not only to win, but to destroy, to injure. And Zbyszko needs to use a different tactic than to go and try to pick up a guy like Todd Champion.
All right, this week in history with the Suzanimal. February 1592, and it's Suzanimal. Why did the fuck did I say this Suzanimal? Stephen J. Neptune Man. The factoid man himself, I apologize. The Bulls beat the New York Knicks 99-98. The #1 movie in America was Wayne's World. The #1 song in America was I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred.
And Todd showing some great agility to get out of the move. And you know how tough the Dangerous Alliance...
Could you imagine being an umpire and having Larry Zbyszko scream at you because you called a ball when his kid threw a strike? You jerk!
Can you imagine now having to go up against the Dangerous Alliance in like an 8-man or a 6-man cage match? That is where guys like Sting, I think, are so courageous. Guys like Steamboat, willing to go up in cage matches or in 6 or 8-man tag matches against the Dangerous Alliance with Super Brawl right around the corner, knowing they can not only threaten the matchup that they waited so long for.
Like, I'm just picturing Todd Champion at the salon asking for this specific hairstyle.
And he has the full Nelson hooked on.
You mean Greg the Hammer Valentine? I thought you meant Van Hammer, Dr. Funkopoulos. Larry Zbyszko and Greg Valentine actually would probably be a very fun match. Because they would do nothing.
Paulie Dangerously has been barred from ringside in that U.S. title matchup featuring Ravishing Rick Rude and the Dragon Ricky Steamboat. We have seen Steamboat and the Ninja.
They are both still alive. I think they both stopped taking bookings finally. I think they both finally got the hint in 2026 to stop taking bookings. Yeah, they would never touch. They could probably do the match now. Oh, punched him right in the midsection. Right in the, not the mommy daddy square, but right above it. What was that kick? He threw that Anderson Silva Vitor Belfort kick? The toe to the jaw? Oh, why did Todd Champion... Why is he throwing him into the buckle like he thinks it's a shoot? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no. He is hurting Larry Zbyszko. Yeah, you hear Larry go, ugh. I think I watched that Silva Belfort fight at Hooters. Alright, Greg Valentine and Larry Zbyszko actually did wrestle in 1979, according to the taps. But it's not the same as what it would have been here.
Great gorilla press slam that time. And a 2 count. That is why the Alliance, Dangerous Alliance, even though they've been so successful, that is why there's another alliance of Sting, Bagwell, Ron Simmons, Barry Windham, Dustin Rhodes, Ricky Steamboat. Why they have joined forces against the Dangerous Alliance. Why these battles, pending battles.
Chris Markham, thank you for the follow.
The World Championship Wrestling. It is truly right now.
Paulie looks young, but also not young here.
For the Dangerous Alliance, and a successful one with many of the titles in World Championship Wrestling.
Another TNA kick from Larry Zbyszko.
The cruncher I know, we saw early on Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham. Well, Zbyszko and Stunning Steve Austin Super Brawl in that big grudge tag team match, which is going to be nothing less than a fight between 4 men. I know the cruncher thinking about that match as well.
Oh, you've never heard the term TNA kick? It became like an industry thing for a while, because all the TNA X Division guys would do that spinning kick to the stomach. So it just became the TNA kick. Like Sabin, Shelley, Sanjay Dutt, I think, did it for a bit. Look at that fucking ninja.
WCW this week, none other than Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And
yeah, Deadlock God. I first heard the phrase TNA kick in like 2009 from like wrestler friends of mine.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, obviously. Paulie dangerously barred from ringside February 29th. With the ninja watching your back, making sure that nothing happens to you between now and then. Certainly.
No, the sick kick is the running, jumping Yakuza kick.
Are looking pretty good. I hope the day of the show that I'm going to make it there in one piece, that we don't have any more outside interference so far.
I thought Ricky Steamboat was thinking he was going to get in a car accident.
My back have been working pretty well, but as everybody can see, we still got a little bit more time to go before that big match. And wrestling Rick Rude is going to be it's a
trying to look into the ninja's eyes and figure out who he might be.
Like this to him, and that is the fact.
You don't know that Eric Bischoff's not the ninja. That guy could be Eric Bischoff, or a guy wearing an Eric Bischoff mask.
But I want you also to remember
no problem, Screaming Shelby. Thank you for being here. Ninja would eventually be unmasked as Paulie dangerously.
Watching my back in case Paulie tries to do something from the locker room. But as it comes,
and it just made Ricky Steamboat look real fucking stupid.
If you can cut the mustard with the Dragon.
All right, the top 10. We didn't get this last week. What's the top 10 for this week?
February 15th, as compiled by promoters and members of the WCW.
The ninja's green screened in. All right, Taylor Made Man. Oh, that's what you get, Vader, for losing to Sting.
Up one notch from last week, the natural Dustin Rhodes. In at number 7 is Cactus Jack. He moves up one spot. Ron Simmons.
Yeah, this is only for these 2 days. Before the 15th and the 16th, and after the 15th and the 16th, these don't count.
The number 4 ranked contender, the World TV champ, Stunning Steve Austin.
Also, what? Lazy ass Chiron typer didn't capitalize the A in California on any of these, or the N. Bad grammar. God, he's oiled. He's just from Chicago, no state. Tremendous hour. I'm waving back at these people. Yes, Tony. That's typically what happens with pay-per-views. That kid is so unsafe. Do you see that kid back there just being held by, like, the inner thighs? I want that mic flag. If I ever get, like, a mic arm gimmick, like real streamers have, I would love to get that mic flag. Alright, so to the last episode. Like I said on Off the Grid last week, I am off this coming Sunday. It is my off Sunday. But I will be back next Tuesday for WCW Deep Cuts Live. We still got one more episode, but here's what we're going to watch next Tuesday at 9 p.m.
I don't want to be the captain, and I don't want you to keep dancing those pecs around. I mean, it's okay every now and then. Maybe I'll allow you 10 minutes a day, okay? But just quit flexing. For a minute.
All right. There we go. So that is next Tuesday. I saw that. I saw you guys talking about that team, and I'm like, oh boy, yes, we're gonna do it, baby, next week. We were also talking about how you could put any combination of wrestlers together. against the Dangerous Alliance in trios matches, and it's good. This is going to be a test of that.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Worldwide.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Schiavone, and I swear I'm a real boy and not a robot.
As Heavy Metal Van Hammer teams with the Patriots, Chip and Todd Champion to take on members of the Dangerous Alliance. Paulie dangerously.
Yeah, Jesus is the only tag partner Sting has ever had, and Darby. Sting and Darby are the only two who did not turn on Sting.
Against Cactus Jack, and Paulie dangerously will join me at ringside with commentary about that matchup. Flying Brian is here, ravishing Rick Rude, and as you know, Super Brawl is a mere 1 week away now. I'll be talking to Sting a little bit later on in the hour,
These
and we'll have
screams are haunting me.
Network from a world heavyweight champion, the Total Package Lex Luger. His final thoughts going into Super Brawl coming up next Saturday, February 29th, only on pay-per-view. Flying Brian, our first match coming up right after this timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 226 pounds,
Flying Brian, baby. Always love when Gary Capetta gets interrupted. He's like, ooh. That Brad Batten? Or are we just not going to say this guy's name the whole match? Yeah, Luger was legit gone because they had run out of dates on him on his contract.
There's only one promise I'm going to make you. It's the same one I make the great fans of WCW. My family, 110% coming after you all night long.
Flying Brian probably as determined as anyone to be the WCW Light Heavyweight Champion.
That was cool. I always liked the head scissors.
There's a drop kick and Batten goes out to the ropes. There's another man determined to be the Light Heavyweight Champion, and his name, of course, is Johnny B. Bad. And, of course, he and Brian have had a few words, and, well, actually more than words, a few blows.
Oh.
And it makes for a great scene in World Championship Wrestling when you talk about the light heavyweight title scene. And I anticipate Flying Brian and Jushin Thunder Liger to...
Yeah, Brian definitely lost a lot of muscle mass. I think it was needed for mobility by the time that we got to this point.
All the matches, you know, we talk so much about Sting and Luger, Steiner brothers going up against the Arn Anderson beautiful body.
Like Brad Batten here looks like if Flying Brian like lived inside of a bar.
And may prove to be one of the better matches on the card. Bart Batten, although now not
there we go. We finally got his name.
right at him and sending the man from Cincinnati on the outside. Up on top. Double axe handle block.
Do I think Simon Need has ever seen heavyweights? Probably not. He would have done the gimmick better if he knew who Tony Perkis was.
Batten and Flying Brian's in trouble. Hard slam down. Batten going up top, and this may be a mistake because Brian's waiting on him.
Oh, sick.
And it may come down to this at Super Brawl next Saturday.
He looks like the kind of guy that would open for Eddie Rabbit.
Between Liger and Pillman would be the winner. High back body drop. Batten not finished, but neither is Flying Brian. He got him with the turnbuckle.
Up, up, up.
Up on top, double axe head on the back of the head.
The ropes. Another flying head scissors.
And now, as Batten is down, Flying Brian to go up top. Springs over the top rope of the clothesline. This may be it.
He was the first person to do the dropkick counter top rope move. The first one I saw was Pillman. And he might have been the first one.
Flying Brian on the way, and he is poised, up and ready. Look at
Look at this. Yeah, the first one I ever saw, I remember seeing, was the Pillman Liger one.
1 week away from Super Brawl 2.
Look at this
Bryan
team.
is at the
Ooh.
top of his game. Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Bischoff. My guest on WCW this week. You'll see him later on in the main event.
This
Van
looks
Hammer,
like,
Firebreaker and Todd Champion will be facing Larry the Cruncher.
This looks like a promotional video for a guy that owns one of those like traveling bachelorette party stripper troops. Like, here are all the types we have.
We're ready to rock. You know what? Arn Anderson, Larry's a
We
big
have
coach.
the
Hey,
firefighter,
Bobby
the
E,
soldier,
you better watch out because the Patriots
and the
and
bad
Van Hammer
boy.
are ready to rock and roll all over you. Tell him, Todd.
I'm a little
Tell him, Todd.
of the Dangerous Alliance. Every time we turn around,
I kind of want a
all over the
WCW
arena. We
fire
have to
helmet.
beat, and sometimes
I think
you come
that's
out
my
on
next
top,
goal.
and you're always hitting
It
us in
does
the
look
back.
like an
And let me
attempt to
tell you
recreate the
something,
Village
Dangerous
People.
Alliance. If you
Absolutely.
want a war, you're looking at American muscle here, and we're just the men.
Oh, even Sinjin Game Show host. I was thinking Bischoff was more the promoter, hyping him
All
up.
three of those
But
men
yeah.
are experienced, tough competitors. On their own, they're hard to handle. You get them together, they're almost unbeatable. But we're there to meet them in the ring and do some real
Hey, Hammer, there's a microphone there. You could just talk into it.
Because the Hammerheads are going to be there.
The
Patriots are gonna be
Hammerheads.
there, and the Dangerous Alliance better show up. Because if they don't, they're going to be out of town for good. And if they do, they're going to be on their backs, flat on the mat.
That's it.
Yeah.
Here's our main event. Don't miss it, whatever you do.
Van Hammer almost sounded like he believed what he was saying.
In the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first. From
I think we might have seen this match before, but I still want to watch it. 'Cause I fucking love Elegante dancing like
his
that.
tag team partner from Argentina at 7 feet 7 inches, weighing 454 pounds, the largest athlete in the world.
I love that man.
El Gigante.
Yo, posse, we're gonna
Like, why wasn't this just his thing?
we have a right. Yo, homie, what are you gonna do?
Elegante's dancing like he had never heard music before. Like, in Argentina, they didn't have music. Like, the thing is, Elegante, yes, slow mover in the ring, but look at him dancing, he's light on his feet.
Forget about it. PN News and Elegante have racked their way in.
PN News and Elegante are wrestling two guys that look like they want to be PN News.
Certainly, weight-wise, the biggest in World Championship Wrestling. Way over 800 pounds.
I think this team would have saved both of their WCW runs.
PN still has the cap on.
Oh yeah, if Vince would have seen this match, Giant Gonzalez would have been dancing instead of working with Undertaker. Like, that's the thing about Elegante. He was never going to be good because everything was out of proportion to his body. Like, could you imagine learning to run the ropes if they are that low on you? Could you imagine learning to, like, lock up with someone that comes up to your dick?
Part of a big 8-man tag.
No, it's impossible.
Elegante and PN News is big. You take a look at our
Yeah, he was meant to be like a Bigfoot Yeti type of monster. That's where the name the Yeti came from. Was he was supposed to be the Yeti in that costume. And he pulled out because he got sick.
our teaming together.
And then the Yeti became a mummy.
And as Elegante comes in,
Love that random shot of his giant feet.
at that size 15, I think. It is truly gigantic. Look at that. Look how those roundhouse rights are really big ones. Watch out!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! Big foot!
I love Pia News trying to throw a big boot. Like, oh shit, he's doing it. I guess I have to too. Yeah. I love that team. This should have been a regular team. I fucking love him. He was more nimble here because he had one last year of strain on his limbs. When you're that big and you're traveling the country in like little cars, it's gonna fuck with your joints. Also, that guy didn't know how to run the ropes. Yeah, they fucking love Elegante in Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Worldwide Wrestling. My name is Tony Schiavone. My client here has been accused of drunk driving in a school zone. I assure you, you would never do that. Listen to all those kids screaming. Look at that jacket. Holy shit. It's crazy to hear like an actual crowd reaction on one of these shows and not the pre-recorded button.
Okay, Stinger. Now,
okay, Stinger.
1 month to think about this match. Lex Luger for the world title.
But 1 month to think about this match because we haven't been able to book your opponent for anything. And we've asked you to do all the promos for it.
Emotional about the whole thing. Luger, hold that thing up here like this. Luger, you can be Mr. Business Attitude. I'll be Mr. Emotional Attitude.
Hold that thing up here like this.
About business, Luger.
You think he ever said that to Elegante?
My business and business is pretty damn good right
Okay,
now.
there you go. Using the line into the microphone.
Super Brawl, Tony. You be there. Luger, you be there too.
The one and only Stinger. Ready for Super Brawl. And fans, comments from Lex Luger standing by. We go to
I love that child. Looks like he was dressed like a WCW executive. He was like forced to be at that show. Oh, where's Gordon?
Super Brawl 2 is now
What happened to
1 week away,
Gordon?
and there is so much anticipation.
Gordon shows up
concerning what
sober and you
certainly
fire
one of
him from the
biggest
job?
WCW events of all time. But our top story, we now have new WCW United States Tag Team Champions. The unlikely combination of
Yeah,
Ron Simmons
unlikely.
and Big Josh.
Even on TV, they're like, this team's kind of fucking weird.
Here's how two men who had really only teamed together once before pulled off this fantastic upset.
Like, even on TV, they're like, this booking doesn't make sense.
Golly for some teamwork. Sending the U.S. champions in. Simmons with a spine buster. On to Tracy. He's the legal man. Here comes the Northern exposure from Big Josh. We've got new champions.
The All-American Ron Simmons and Big Josh, your new WCW United States Tag Team Champions. Okay, fans, get ready for Super Brawl 2 exclusively on pay-per-view next Saturday, February 29th. The event begins at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. The card is now complete. There will be a total of
Yeah, they
8
wanted
matches.
Gordon to show
The
up
tailor-made man
hammered.
faces the rookie
They couldn't
sensation
be bothered to get
Alexander
pictures of
Bagwell.
anybody.
And the recent altercations between these two make this one very interesting matchup. Plus, Ron Simmons will
Is
face
it an interesting
Cactus Jack.
matchup, though?
And also in 8-man
Again,
tag team
pissed off
matchup,
that match didn't
El
happen.
Gigante teams up with Johnny B. Bad, Big Josh, and Mike to face the Young Pistols, Vinnie Vegas.
TEW is getting
Dallas
way
Page.
too realistic in these with these new updates.
As Barry Windham teams with Dustin Rhodes to face Larry.
Yeah,
the
what
Cruncher Zbyszko,
part of
and
Milwaukee
Sonic
is
Steve Austin.
that?
Then get ready for 4 title matches. Jushin Thunder Liger faces the challenge of Flying Brian for the
Like, it looks like
WCW
Brian Pillman's gonna
World
fight a
Heavyweight
Power
title.
Rangers
And
monster.
the Steiner brothers look to regain the World Tag Team titles when they face Arn Anderson and Beautiful Bobby. And
The map has Dallas on it.
Rick Rude defends his United States
Yeah,
Heavyweight title
you know
against
how
Ricky
Milwaukee
the
goes
Dragon
right into
Steamboat.
Texas.
And once and for all, Sting and Lex Luger will collide.
They caught
for
Sting
the
mid-shit.
WCW World title. The heavyweight champion is standing by with his comments.
Saturday, Super Brawl.
Luger's sitting down, by the way.
Pay-per-view.
He couldn't even be bothered to stand up
Large audience.
for this promo.
Big event. Big stakes. It's for all the marbles. It's for this right here. the world's heavyweight.
That belt is so loud.
A lot's been said
Like,
about
what does that
Sting's
belt sound like it has
schedule leading
hinges?
up to this match, 6 man's chasing Rick Rude, while I've sat back internally focused, getting ready mentally.
Internally
physically.
focused.
I have
Yeah, he's a
never
very
been
wide,
prepared
broad
for a
man.
match my entire career. This is the biggest match for Lex Luger. This is the biggest match in WCW history. It's got the 2 greatest athletes year in and year out pitted head up, one-on-one, this Saturday, right there in Super Bowl.
Yes, this is when Rick
Patrick
took the big
remains
gold
the
belt,
world's
and they
heavyweight
had this made.
The total package, Lex
I
Luger
like that
prepared to meet Sting in the single biggest match in WCW history. Pick up the phone
Come
and call your
on.
local cable company and order Super Brawl 2 next Saturday, February 29th, exclusively on pay-per-view. I'm Eric Bischoff, and that's the Wrestling News Network for this week.
Is it?
Wrestling
Wow.
the following contest. It
That's
is
the sound of
one fall.
Rick Rude
Introducing
and
first,
your wife.
accompanied by the Chief Executive Officer of the Dangerous Alliance, Paul E. Dangerously. He's from Robbinsdale, Minnesota. He weighs 254 pounds, and he is the United States Heavyweight Champion, Ravishing.
Look at this guy. This guy fucks.
Cut the music.
Too many boos this week.
What I'd like to have right now is for all you simple-minded sleazebags.
Simple-minded sleazebags. All the guys are like, fuck you, and that lady is like, please touch my boobs.
Supposed to look like. Hit the music.
And then Paulie in the back is like, he's gonna fuck all of you. I'm gonna watch in the closet.
Rick Rude, the United States Heavyweight Champion. And a very competent member of the Dangerous Alliance, and I say competent, even though Foley is barred from ringside.
Kids do not like this man wanting to have sex. Kids are not in favor of sex. Old women not in favor of
Ladies and
sex.
gentlemen, his opponent from Clearwater, Florida, Ian Weston.
Rick Rude's pre-match bit went so long that the internet pet is like, his opponent Ian Weston!
A knee to the chest and Rude. Rude, a member of the Dangerous Alliance, so that makes him even more dangerous because
Wait,
he was part
he
of
called
the
people
Dangerous.
sweatshops? I don't think... He called them sweat hogs.
He may be, pound for pound, one of the greatest U.S. heavyweight champions we've ever had.
Yes,
And we've had
that
some
is...
tremendous U.S. champions.
Oh my god, their actual snot came out of his nose. That's fucking disgusting. You're supposed to pretend. Like a cloud of snot. Oh my god. Oh! He just gave him like a shoot atomic drop to the ball. Why?
Including the Dragon Ricky Steamboat, who was the U.S. champion at one time. Sting, Lex Luger, Barry Windham.
Like, he dropped that man knee first on his fucking knee butthole. Or butthole first on his knee. He's like, you are going to sell this atomic drop like I do, and I will fucking make you.
Rude screaming the name of the Dragon Ricky Steamboat, and there is no question there is going to be an attempt to put Steamboat out. There's the Rude awakening. It's an awesome move that really works on the neck.
I love when he would do this. One of the all-time great heel pins.
The United States Heavyweight Champion, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Now there's nobody like Ravishing Rick Rude, the U.S. Heavyweight Champion. And in 1 week, he and the Dragon will battle with Paulie barred from ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 200.
There we go. Cactus Jack, who has bladed himself before the match starts.
Jack.
New record.
Cactus Jack in this feature event here on Worldwide, and joining me, have some words from Cactus Jack. Joining me, the broadcast table, broadcast location, the CEO of the Dangerous Alliance, Paulie Dangerous.
This is that weird period where Cactus Jack was kind of sort of in the Dangerous Alliance.
They asked me to sit here with you this weekend.
Not really.
And wrestling fans, his opponent.
We might have seen this match too before.
Weighing 241 pounds, Ricky the Dragon.
He was kind of like a Gabe Kid. Yeah, only good. Jesse did one match at the Clash of the Champions before this, and then debuted at Super Bowl full time. That's why Shivani was mostly alone on these shows, because Jesse was put with Shivani after Super Bowl on Worldwide. Wait. Ricky's like, shit, there's too many kids. I can't high-five all of you.
First of all, with Cactus Jack in there against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, is this another Dangerous Alliance plot to end Steamboat's chance at getting the title at Super Bowl?
Gabe Kidd is like a 12-year-old's version of a crazy guy. He's the guy that, I'm crazy, look at me, I'm crazy. Oh, you're fucking. Yeah, Cactus Jack against the real steamer.
Is Ricky Steamboat hurt? Is he vulnerable to another rude awakening?
Well, we've seen Cactus Jack so many times, nothing less than a paid assassin. Sting knows it quite well. And right now, he's attacked Steamboat. He's not even attempting to roll Steamboat into the ring. He's trying to hurt him on the outside.
He is not concerned with victory. The winner's share of the purse only pales in comparison to how much money he can make if he can answer 2 or 3 simple questions from Ravishing Rick Rude and myself.
They're gonna give him like an algebra quiz. And if he can answer those questions.
Wham! And where did he drive the elbow, Tony?
Right on the back of the neck.
Right into the neck, right into the vertebrae that are left vulnerable from the rude awakening of Ravishing Rick Rude, the one and only United States heavyweight champion.
So there is a plot.
No,
There is a plot. He just fucking said there was a plot. He admitted to it already. Tony, you gotta listen to your partner.
Cactus Jack working on the neck.
Yeah, the tape. If he had a concussion in 1992, they would wrap it up. Like broken ribs.
I must say that
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Darby Gabe feud either, Red Wolf Sam. Yeah.
you've been very cool about the match.
Yeah, this is a hell of a pairing. It's a shame they didn't have more matches against each other. Like, it's a... Ricky Steamboat's like Jerry Lee Lewis. And in that, he's doing this, not that he fucked his 12-year-old cousin.
Do we have a plan? I'm that confident that Ravishing Rick Rude can carry out our plan. So the answer is both. Wham! Right in the back of the neck.
Right in the back of the neck, continuing.
He is doing kind of William Shatner selling. Which is great for, like, big arenas. It kind of stands out when, like, there's nobody there and you got a camera right in the face. Oh, he kissed him. Sweet nothings.
That's all he's doing. We're testing the neck. I want to see how vulnerable Ricky
The Ninja thinks this match sucks. He's at ringside like, I ain't watching this.
Between now and next Saturday, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat certainly has to contend with the Dangerous Alliance again.
Like, how much do you think Bonnie Steamboat... Oh my god! What the fuck? And Mick Foley was insane. Yeah, how much do you think Bonnie Steamboat hated the storyline where Ricky was accused of being an adulterer?
I think this is proving that Steamboat's the type of guy...
And Ricky Steamboat's like the most pure babyface in wrestling history. He's like, let me hang this guy. Let me commit actual murder on Cactus Jack.
He's terrified that Cactus Jack is going to injure him before Super Brawl.
Nick Patrick! Stop.
Nick Patrick wanting Steamboat. And Cactus Jack's in trouble. He may be going out. This is not a wrestling match. It's a survival contest between two men on the eve of Super Brawl.
You see, we're not watching a vicious streak in Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We're watching panic right here.
True, Steamboat is like a wild man. There you see the ninja watching out for anyone that would come in. Cactus caught him. He caught him on the neck again. And look, did not try for a cover. So once again, realizing that when you go up against the Dangerous Alliance,
Here's those squeals.
against the numbers.
You see, this is why I didn't have the Cruncher take this match. Because the Cruncher is so sadistic, he would actually want to hurt Steamboat. I want Cactus Jack to test the Dragon. I want to see the Dragon get in the ring with Ravishing Rick Rude next Saturday at Super Brawl. Because I want to see Ravishing Rick Rude pin Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
I'll tell you what, we got some great events coming in the coming week in Birmingham, Greenville, South Carolina, Macon, and I'm sure that the Dangerous Alliance is not finished prior to Super Brawl.
Oh, of course not. The question is...
No, there were choke slams before that, definitely.
Our final attack on Ricky Steamboat before Super
I prefer the Wacha's are funnier. What, Nick Patrick, buddy? For somebody so horny for the ropes, why did you miss that?
You're right. The music is sounded, but the referee says no. Continue the match. Steamboat thought he won, but right in the back.
What a shitty ref.
Steamboat thought he had won the match, but the match continues, and Cactus Jack doesn't want to win it. He wants to go at the neck again.
Oh, illegal karate thrust right into the throat.
Yeah, you should know.
Actually, in the NWA rulebook, it does say that karate thrusts are illegal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match.
Your fucking ninja at ringside's not doing anything. Lazy ass bum. We're gonna go a little bit past the top of the hour. We should be wrapped up by about 11, 12-ish. So stick with me. I try not to go too far past 2 hours normally. Why does the ninja have sticks now? Got sticks on a rope, on a string, on a chain? S&M Ninja? Maybe that's Ricky's Dom? Those are way bigger than nunchucks. Look at this fucking team.
Six-man tag team action. Introducing first from the WCW special.
Did you see Chip there? Too legit to quit.
The Patriots. Their tag team partner from New York City, 290 pounds.
I love how they were sitting around. Okay, where would like hair metal twerk be from? New York City. Oh, from fucking LA.
I tell you what, you're talking about momentum and excitement. We have it in WCW as we head closer to Super Brawl. Back we go to the ring.
Hyper Room? Come on, man. I love the story that he got ribbed once. Someone put Vaseline all over the strap, and so when he whipped it around, it just bonked him in the eye.
And ladies and gentlemen,
It's weird to see Curtis Thompson all covered up like that. Dude had an incredible physique.
Executive Officer Paul E. Dangerously. First, they are the World Tag Team Champions from Huntsville, Alabama, 233 pounds. Beautiful Bobby from Minnesota, 248 pounds. The Enforcer, Arn Anderson, and their partner from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh my god, they could have. They could have. That would have been. Would that have been before Body Count? Ice-T's thing?
All right, six-man tag team
Or anything?
action here on Worldwide.
It was Faith No More had already happened. But yeah, otherwise they would have invented new metal if Van Hammer and PN News were a team.
Maybe one of the bravest ever to sign a match against Cactus Jack, and then for us to sit here and see that Cactus Jack, Paulie said it was a test, and true, I think he was really, maybe for the first time in his life, telling us somewhat of the truth. But believe me, if Cactus Jack could have snapped the neck, could have hurt the neck even more, Paulie would have been satisfied. And now the Patriots and Heavy Metal Van Hammer, what should be a tremendous six-man. Very obvious what Paulie said right there. I want to hurt and crunch somebody, basically. The motive of the
To hurt and crunch somebody.
And the cruncher will get his chance against Barry Windham at Super Bowl. And hey, fans, like we said before, like Paulie alluded to, the Dangerous Alliance is not finished yet with its wrath and its long line of injuries in World Championship Wrestling. And somewhere this week, says Paulie, they will stop Steamboat and get to him before Super Bowl. Line shoulder block, clothesline over the top, heavy metal, Van Hammer, too much weight.
He looked like he runs like half of his body weighs a lot more than the other half, and he's like uneven. So his body's just falling. Look at that guy in the back. Look at that guy in the front row. Fuck Van Hammer. Piece of shit.
It's been a great hour. We have a great hour next week that we'll tell you about. Coming up very soon. Full-on dragon twist by the cruncher. Heavy metal with too much power there. He just manhandled him right there. And there's a tag. And here comes Todd Champion. Three youngsters here with a lot of ability. A tag is made. And Chip playing the smart game here now as he is staying on the outside. Arn Anderson, Beautiful Bobby, the World Tag Team Champions. Many experts say they are the underdogs against the Steiners. But I can tell you that Arn Anderson and Beautiful Bobby are prepared because, well, two reasons here. Number one, they are both former World Tag Team Champions and two of the greatest tag team wrestlers ever. And number two, they have members of the Dangerous Alliance. And maybe the motto of the Dangerous Alliance, especially for this final week till Super Brawl, is we ain't finished yet, so to speak. Chip, great agility that time. Blocked. Right hand. To the midsection. Chip slipped underneath. He almost pinned him and Anderson barely escaped. And right now it's Anderson who's losing.
I remember the Steiners and Anderson and Eaton being okay. I don't think it was great.
And the Patriots who have the momentum. Look at Hammer. Anderson beyond. Chip.
Look at Arn here, busting out some tiger mask.
I mean, that was classic. And Bobby comes right into the arm drag. And Chip gets the advantage for the Patriot team. Todd Champion, you know, it was a week ago here on World.
That's the weirdest way anyone has talked to another human being.
Had things pretty much going his way until Paul Lee got involved. And that led to the brainbuster that got the win for the Cruncher. Collar and elbow tie-up. Definite height and weight advantage for champion.
Look at that punch. Great punch.
When you poke them to the eyes, they're all the same size, says Bobby.
God, Bobby's even making this chud look good.
And he's wanting Bobby to get up. And that may be a mistake because I tell you, if your back is turned on the Dangerous Alliance, they're going to stomp you in the back of the neck. That time Bobby had his back turned and Todd Champion held up. Standing side headlock for Champion. We want to remind you,
Yeah, not a metal song.
Next Saturday, February 29th.
I'm gonna touch him.
Eastern 6
Okay, no, he's not gonna touch him. That could have been a cool move, but
We've seen it before.
it's Todd Champion.
Turned the
You
man
know.
right around, but Anderson ended that from behind.
How much do you think Arn Anderson fucking hated working with Todd Champion? I think he said it on his podcast years ago. How much he hated working with Todd Champion.
Anderson, and those are heavy on heavy metal.
Oh my
But I
gosh.
don't think Van Hammer's feeling a bit of it.
He is trying his hardest. Arn Anderson is doing so much for this young man. Oh.
Heavy metal catches. Arn Anderson in
Please don't hurt him. Arn making sure to get his feet on the ground well before his butthole got to heavy metal Van Hammer's knee.
And the Dangerous Alliance at least seemingly will say in trouble, but forget about it. Anderson.
That little bar coming off the ring post. I don't understand that how more dudes didn't get like shoot busted open on that. Like that thing with all these green ass wrestlers.
So the Dangerous Alliance gets Van Hammer after 2 atomic drops right where they want it. Will they get Ricky Steamboat right where they want it? Are the Steiners before Super Brawl? And you're right in the corner with Paul Lee and the members of the Dangerous Alliance. The chant of Go Heavy.
Oh god, he forced himself to take a bump.
I don't think he knew where he was in the ring. Oh, now he does. He wheels around and makes a tag. And now there's Chip. With all members of the Dangerous Alliance and Hammer and Todd Champion. They gotta be careful here.
Fireman's carry. That dude could have gotten a deal with a regular gig with Chikara with puns like that. That's a weird elbow that Bobby just threw.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the Dangerous Alliance of Larry the Cruncher Zbyszko, Beautiful Bobby, and the Enforcer,
Beautiful Bobby.
Arn Anderson.
Larry Zbyszko looks like he just woke up. Larry Zbyszko didn't really do jack shit. Football stars. Mixer? Fuck.
From this weekend, it's Super Brawl Saturday,
Kevin Nash.
February 29th.
Great promo.
It is only on pay-per-view. Call your local cable company.
His flat,
and
weird
order this
haircut.
Spectacular Sting and Lex Luger for the world title.
That is
Now,
so
next
weird
week
that
will be
Nash
Super
never
Brawl
wrestled
weekend.
Doink
And next week
in the
on Worldwide,
WWF.
the big main event will be an 8-man tag in which Flying Brian, the Z-Man, Big Josh, and Ron Simmons take on Ravishing Rick Rude, Arn Anderson, the Cruncher Larry Zbyszko, and Beautiful Bobby, members of the Dangerous Alliance. In addition, you saw an exciting
I'm surprised
tag team of the
during like the
Rapmaster
guest host era
and
of
LA
Raw, he
Dante
never did
earlier
Vinnie
in the hour.
Vegas.
They will be back next week in tag team action. Dustin Rhodes and Barry Windham will be here, as well as Sting, and more information on Super Brawl. As we said, now
Such a
1
wasted
week
opportunity.
away.
No
Fans,
Diesel
I'm Tony
versus
Schiavone.
Doink.
We'll see you next week with the superstars of World Championship Wrestling here on
Superstars.
Worldwide Wrestling.
All right. And we're done. Thank you so much for hanging out with me the last 2 hours and about 15 minutes here tonight for WCW Deep Cuts Live. Always jam, always a blast. Again, no stream this Sunday. I will not be on the internet this Sunday. I mean, I might be on the internet, but I won't be, you know. I'll be doing something else probably. I don't know. Probably watching a movie. But yeah, I'll be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. WCW Deep Cuts Live on Twitch. Like I always like to end these with, and life sucks and it's hard and I get it. Listen, you and I are both going to make it through these next 7 days. I'm telling you. You're going to make it the next Tuesday, I promise. And then we'll reevaluate. My name's Tom. This has been WCW Deep Cuts Live. It is 11:13 on the East Coast. Go to bed.